Good evening to those who listen. It's July 27th, 2024, 10:28 p.m. And I'm sure you know by now, Paris hit with major blackouts. Here's my blackout I was predicting, but a day late. But I did get the T attacks with the railways. I predicted that months ago that would happen outside of the Olympics, and it happened. A lot of people are saying God caused the blackouts because of the abomination of the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. That was really bad. A lot of company sponsors that were had ads, running for the Olympics, pulled them after they saw what they did with the opening ceremonies. That was just really bad. I don't think that was God that did it. I think, it was another outside source. But, God definitely could be mad enough to do it, that's for sure. But whatever happened, it happened. And I just knew when the Olympics were going to be in Paris, France has one of the biggest Muslim migrant problems in the world. They're saying up to 50% of their population is Muslim, or Islam. So yeah, that's probably what happened. But again, we don't know. So many things happening. Update on my stomach. It's still having little problems, but it's getting better. I can eat at least without having major cramping going on. I'm guessing it just has to be the trilogy asthma medication I'm on. I bloat really, really bad. So I thought maybe it was because, I think I said that in the last video. So I took one of those prep things, for colonoscopies just to clean myself out, thinking, oh, maybe that's it. No, that wasn't it. But it didn't hurt to have that done, So lots of things going on. My sister sent me something that there's a prediction that September, everything's going to happen. It definitely could, but the closer to the election, I think, is what they're trying to do. Wow, if they do if there are blackouts, then they can say it's a national emergency, and then the president can invoke the presidential powers and then declare there is no election. So then, whoever's in charge, we still don't even know. Supposedly the president is supposed to continue his term, and then Harris is supposed to campaign. Lots of stuff going on with that. I don't even know if I can talk about it, but I'll just say that what the Democrats are doing is illegal, and I'm sure that they would stop it from happening. I mean, the former president filed a complaint with the FEC, saying that, you can't just transfer all that money, and you can't just transfer all those delegates, over. That's, the person, Harris, did not earn any of that. Anyway, they're going to try to pull that, but lots of crazy stuff going on. I just wanted to say, there's going to be a lot more coming. I'm not saying, I was kind of, telling my friends, look, I've been getting a lot of these predictions right lately. I'm not trying to say that, look at them, pat on the back and all that, but no. But, a lot of the predictions, they're easy to predict because, the mainstream news and it's just, showing this predictive programming. We've seen it, the attempt on the former president, I predicted that too, but, that wasn't hard to predict. They were calling for it. They put a big bullseye target on him, remember? The president did that. So that was just like an invitation for anybody that doesn't like the former president to go ahead and do something, Although the last one was, an inside job. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. There's just so much going on. Everybody just needs to be alert be prepared for anything at any time. I still think it's going to be later. It's going to be probably closer to October, maybe September. I don't know, but I think anytime between now and then. But I think the closer that they get it to the election, the more chaos that will happen, and then there won't, it'll give them excuses to not have the election. Yeah, so I don't know for sure if all that's going to happen. These are all predictions too, just throwing them out there. The way that, we've been seeing everything, that's what I think that they're pushing towards. Because they definitely don't want the former president back in. Although I can see scenarios either way. I would think they would try to stop him all the way through. And if something happens where there's a national emergency, then there wouldn't be an election. But if he does get elected, he still could be part of it all too. I don't think that the former president is, all perfect and and he's like the savior of everything, no. But, just look at what happened. That could be the whole setup too. Look at how good the country was doing when the former president was in compared to now. And then everybody's like, oh yeah, we need him back in. And then it gets back in, and then he goes totally opposite. You never know. Because I think they're all puppets. They're all controlled. And, it's just crazy with all the stuff that's going on. We had the president, with the debate. I knew that. They did that on purpose. They did that early debate so they could, put their plan in motion. And then, we keep seeing all these different presidents. The same president, but different, body doubles or AI or whatever. Look, we had he did the speech, and then suddenly he grew 6 inches. Have you guys seen that? Plus, if you look at when he was flying to Delaware, he looked all pale. And he looked totally different. His nose was different. His chin was different. And then 12 hours later, suddenly he's, all orange and tan. Nose is totally different. Sunken in chin. And then he grew 6 inches. They had a picture with Netanyahu. And Netanyahu is barely taller than the president. But somehow he's 6 inches taller now. Come on. Crazy stuff going on. Lot of deception. And, we need to pay attention to all this stuff because there's so much crazy stuff. But it seems like now, lately, that all the deception is so plain to see. Does that make sense? I mean, look at everything that's been happening. And there's a lot of channels calling it out. But then there's a lot of people that don't think nothing of it. And just think that that's normal and everything's fine, and this is conspiracy theory. But come on, all this crazy stuff. Look at what happened with the Secret Service. Come on, that could never happen in real life, could it? Come on. And then all the stuff with him stepping down and Harris taking over, and then all the different clones that we're seeing. You can tell it's not the same person. It's not hard to see. But what gets me is it seems so plain and clear to see to some people, but other people just don't see it at all. That's what I don't get. Why are they not seeing it? Are they brainwashed some way? Is the news somehow brainwashing them? The TV? Is it something else? Social media? Is it, I don't want to say the next one. But, there's all these options of why. Well, it says in the Bible, though, that people will be deceived. And it's happening right in front of our eyes. All right. Thanks for watching. God bless.